U.S. Navy will build a new class of battleships named after Donald Trump.
And these Trump-class ships will become the centerpiece of the president's vision for a new Golden Fleet.
Now, many U.S. ships, they are named after presidents, but the honor is usually reserved for leaders who have left office. Trump claimed that these new battleships will be some of the most lethal surface warfare ships and are the largest battleships in the history of the country. U.S. Navy Secretary John Fallon, he confirmed that the first ship in the class will be called USS Defiant. 2 of the Trump-class ships will be built initially, but Trump said that number could grow substantially.
We envision that these 2 ships, we're talking about 10, but we're going to start with 2, and we're going to quickly morph into 10. And ultimately, we think it's going to be anywhere from 20 to 25 of these. But we're starting with the first 2 immediately, and we're going to then be very quickly involved with, I think, we're going to do another 8. And then we're going to ultimately and pretty quickly have a total of about 20 to 25. We'll make that determination. Battleships are the largest, sturdiest, and most heavily armed vessel built specifically for naval combat. While America has built many new warships over the years, they've tended to be smaller and much smaller, and not conducive to where we are and where we're going, and peace through strength.
Now, Trump made the announcement at his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida alongside Fallon. Now, Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth and Secretary of State Marco Rubio asked if the planned warships are a counter to Washington's rival Beijing. Trump declined to specify. Instead, he said, it's a counter to everybody. It's not China. We get along great with China. Trump claimed that these ships will weigh between 30,000 to 40,000 tons and will be armed with missiles and guns, as well as weaponry still in development, such as lasers and hypersonic missiles.
He said that they will also be capable of carrying atomic weapons in the form of the nuclear-armed sea-launched cruise missile. The Trump-class ships will be substantially larger than existing U.S. destroyers and cruisers, but the projected displacement cited by the president is somewhat smaller than the last American battleships from the Iowa class, which were retired in the 1990s.
And again, it's 100 times more powerful than the previous Iowa class, it's called. Those are the big ones that you'd see on a show. Victory at Sea. I don't know if anyone's seen Victory at Sea, but it was a classic. They'll help maintain American military supremacy, revive the American shipbuilding industry, and inspire fear in America's enemies all over the world. We want respect. We're going to have it. We already have it. We're more respected now than we ever were.
Trump said he would be involved in the design along with the Navy because he's a very aesthetic person. The U.S. president has complained in the past about the appearance of U.S. ships. Trump said the U.S. is building new 3 large aircraft carriers, adding that 15 submarines are under construction or ready to start. And to give us more details on the story, our correspondent Susan Terani has sent us this report from New York.
President Trump, standing alongside Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and others, laid out plans for a new class of American warships, arguing the U.S. must restore naval dominance as great power competition intensifies. Now, the timing is curious. China now operates a larger submarine fleet than the United States, potentially expanding Beijing's reach across the Pacific. While the U.S. Navy still leads in overall capability, China's rapid undersea buildup has raised alarm inside the Pentagon. This speech signals that the Trump administration wants to send a clear deterrence message, not only to Beijing, but to allies watching closely that maritime power, shipbuilding, as well as industrial capacity are back at the center of U.S. strategy. What comes next will be whether or not Congress will fund it and whether America's shipyards can actually deliver as fast as the president wants. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.